Everyone, and a very good afternoon to all of you, and welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep, the most comprehensive preparation app for all exams. So first of all, as you all know, we come up with the Hindu analysis Monday to Thursday at 11 a.m. in the morning. But I'm very sorry, because of actually internet disruption, I am coming at 1 p.m. So this is just an exception. Generally we'll be coming at 11 a.m. लेकिन आज चूंकि internet का कुछ issue हो गया था, that is why I am actually late. I'm very sorry for that. So let's start. Today is 7th March and we'll be having the Hindu analysis of 7th March, that is Tuesday. So as Tuesday is 7th March, so let's discuss the important articles of today. So the first article says BJP picks Mr. Manik Saha again in Tripura, swearing in tomorrow. So I've told you actually the elections happen in Northeast in 3 states. What are those 3 states? So this is the Northeast of India. Northeast India. And in that Northeast, actually in 3 states, the first is Meghalaya, then Tripura, and then Nagaland. These 3 actually witnessed legislative assembly elections. So actually what we call it as legislative assembly elections, or what we call it as Vidhan Sabha Chunav in Hindi, Vidhan Sabha Chunav. Okay, so which actually is used for actually appointing the chief ministers and all, right? So that is why you must be knowing it. And I have told you many times, the capital of Meghalaya you must be knowing is Shillong, the capital of Nagaland is Kohima, the capital of Tripura is Agartala. These are the things, because it is in the news, you must be knowing it. Now, who are the new chief ministers? So as far as Tripura is concerned, Minister Manik Saha, he was actually the Mr. Manik Saha was the chief minister of Tripura from BJP, and he will continue to be the chief minister. Okay, so just have an idea about that. Now the next one is about the other 2, that is Meghalaya and Nagaland. So here is the article on the first page, second half. It says Conrad Sangma, nephew Rio, to take charge in Meghalaya, Nagaland today. So basically, as far as Meghalaya's chief minister is concerned, Mr. Conrad Sangma, Mr. Conrad, let me write it with green pen. So Mr. Conrad Sangma, he is the chief minister right now, means before the election he was the chief minister of Meghalaya, and he will continue as the chief minister of Meghalaya. And here is Nagaland. So from Nagaland, it's nephew Rio. Okay, so he was the chief minister of Nagaland and he will continue to be the chief minister of Nagaland. So that is why you should be knowing it. Okay, yes. Now, since Conrad Sangma is in the news, there's a question for you. Conrad Sangma belongs to which political party? Am I audible, guys? Is there any issue? What is the right answer? Your options are Bharatiya Janata Party, National People's Party, Indian National Congress, Tripura Motha Party. Your time starts now. What is the right answer to this question? क्या सही जवाब है? Anyone waiting for the answers? So Conrad Sangma, he was the chief minister of Meghalaya and he will continue as the chief minister of Meghalaya, and he belongs to National People's Party. Now, why this is important? Because National People's Party is a national party. You won't believe it has a status of national party, and that is why it is important. Okay. So now, since I'm talking about national party, there's a question for you. I mean, this is Mr. Conrad Sangma from National People's Party, and he will be he was the chief minister of Meghalaya, and he will be the chief minister of Meghalaya. So just have an idea about that. Now, so this is National People's Party. It is a national level political party from the state of Meghalaya. It was founded by his father, Mr. P.A. Sangma. Okay, so just have an idea about that. Okay, and it is the first political party from Northeast India to have attained the status of national political party. So that is why it is very, very important. Star mark this. The first political party from India, which is from Northeast India, to get the status of national level political party. National political party is actually NPP, National People's Party, and that is very, very important. Now, the second thing, yes, this is the logo of National People's Party. One voice, one Northeast. So this is their logo or theme, whatever you can say. Now, since I'm talking about National People's Party or national parties, how many national parties are there in India? This is actually recognized by Election Commission of India. Your options are 5, 7, 8, 9. What is the right answer? Please write it in the live chat. I'm waiting for the answers. टोटल कितनी नेशनल पार्टीज हैं इंडिया में? 5 है, 7 है, 8 है, 9 है? व्हाट इज द राइट आंसर? So the right answer to this question actually is option C. 8 is the right answer to this question. Okay. So you can see these are the national parties of India recognized by Election Commission of India. Okay. So the first one, let me show you, is AITC, All India Trinamool Congress. This is a political party of Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of West Bengal. Then Bahujan Samaj Party. This is the political party of Mayawati, the former Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. Then here is Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP. This is also a national party. Then CPI, Communist Party of India. Then CPM, Communist Party of India, Marxist. So we sometimes write CPIM or write CPM. Okay. Then Congress, Indian National Congress is also a national level political party. So 6 plus 2 National Congress Party. This is the party of Mr. Sharad Pawar. Then National People's Party, this is the 8th party. I have told you there are total 8 political parties, the 8th one, and this is actually from Meghalaya. I have told you just now, and this is the first party from Northeast to become the national party. So just have an idea about that as well. Okay, is it clear, guys? Okay. Now, so now let's talk about Nagaland. So in Nagaland, Mr. Nefi Rio is the chief minister, and he will continue to be the chief minister after the election also. And he belongs to Naga People's Front. Okay, so just have an idea about that. Yes? Okay. Yes. So I have told you all these things. Here is Meghalaya, here is Nagaland, and here is Tripura. Now, before moving on, guys, there's a small announcement. We are having a CLAT 2024 comprehensive course, 300 plus recorded videos, 300 plus hours of live session, 35 plus mock tests will be there. If you have query, call on this number 953889567 पर. You can call on this. Okay. So hardly 9 months is left, so you must go for this course. Okay. Yes. The next one is we are organizing a free workshop on 12th March at 6 p.m. with Abhimanyu sir. So do join this course. Do join this free workshop. The link is given in the description from where actually you can register for that. Okay, so these are the editorials 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's talk about this one. The anti-defection law is facing convulsion. Now I have told you what is defection. So defection means if you join a party, let's say you joined a party X party, you fought election, became either MP or MLA. After becoming MP or MLA, you are switching to some other party. This is called as defection. And generally it is considered as ethically bad. So that is why we are having something called as anti-defection law. And this anti-defection law was passed when? So it was passed as 52nd amendment. I hope you are aware of this during the during Rajiv Gandhi time. During Rajiv Gandhi time. Okay. Okay. Now there are questions related with this. The first question is here is, in which judgment of Supreme Court the Supreme Court said the decision taken by Speaker regarding defection is under judicial review? Your options are Kuldeep Nayyar case, Kihoto Holohan case, Arnesh Kumar case, none of the above. Your time starts now. What is the right answer, guys? क्या सही जवाब है बताइए. You can try, even if you do not know, you can try. अगर स्पीकर ने डिसाइड किया डिफेक्शन से रिलेटेड कोई मैटर तो उसको कोर्ट में चैलेंज किया सकता है. इट मींस इट कैन बी challenged in court. Okay. Yes. Is it clear? Yes. The right answer actually is option B. This is very, very, very important. Star mark this question because since defection is very much coming in the news, so that is why it's important. Option 2 या option B कि Hoto Holohan versus Zachilu case लिखते हैं. ठीक है? Versus Zachilu. So the right answer is option B. This is related with defection, and Supreme Court said yes, if the speaker has taken a decision, you can go and challenge in a High Court or a Supreme Court. So that is what the Supreme Court said in Kihoto Holohan case. So 2 is the right answer to this question. The next is, which schedule of Indian Constitution talks about defection? Your options are 10th, 7th, 8th, 9th. What is the right answer? So this concept of defection was actually brought by 52nd Constitutional Amendment during Rajiv Gandhi time. So which schedule was inserted? I mean, defection is related with, 10th schedule. I hope you are aware of that. We have discussed so many times. So the right answer to this question actually is A is the right answer to this question. Okay, you must be knowing it. This is very, very important. So please go and read it. Okay, now, so that is what the Mr. PDT Acharya, the former Secretary General of Lok Sabha, is discussing. So he's saying after long years of legislative mentoring, Parliament enacted 10th schedule in 1985. Yes, so he is actually referring to that same 52nd constitutional amendment done during Rajiv Gandhi time. Okay, yes. Now, defections not only cause frequent fall of government but also cause great instability and all. So he is saying that defection causes instability plus fall of government. Yes. If the government is working fine, some MP MLAs goes from this place to this place. Of course, the political party in power will change, the chief minister will be changed and all. This will cause instability, and instability is generally considered as bad for democracy, bad for any country or any state. That is why you should be knowing it. Okay, yes. Now, so that is what is being talked about, and he is quoting the Kyoto-Holohan case also. Okay, so that is why I have asked questions from Kyoto-Holohan case. Now, the next one is, but before dealing with the question of constitutional importance that have arisen in Maharashtra Assembly. Yes, so I hope you are aware that Shiv Sena case is happening. I hope you all are aware. What happened was actually the party got split between Shinde faction and Uddhav Thackeray faction. So Mr. Uddhav Thackeray was the chief minister from 28 November 2019 to 29 June 2022. And Eknath Shinde took the charge from 30th June. I hope you are aware the Shiv Sena got split. Now, so that is what he's saying. It was challenged in Supreme Court whether defection law or anti-defection law should apply or not. But before Supreme Court deciding, the Election Commission of India itself decided that this symbol would be given to Mr. Eknath Shinde camp. Okay, so that is why actually this the author is saying if the first Supreme Court should have decided whether who is correct. I mean whether Uddhav Thackeray is correct or Mr. Eknath Shinde is correct, means whether there should be a defection law should be applied in this case or not. Okay, then only it should have been decided that this symbol would go to which faction, whether it would go to Eknath Shinde faction or Uddhav Thackeray faction. But what happened was actually the Election Commission of India has already decided, as we have already discussed in many classes, that this symbol of Shiv Sena has been given to Eknath Shinde. The Election Commission of India has already decided. Okay, yes. And so that is what is being talked about, that this objective is the principal focus of anti-defection law is clear from two provisions enacted in the 10th schedule, namely the provision of a split in political party and that a merger of two political parties and all. Yes. So I have told you actually there is only one exception in case of defection, and that is called as two-third merger. Now this rule is left. So for example, if X party has, let's say 30 MLAs, okay, just understand like this, and Y party has, let's say 70 MLAs. If let's say if one MLA wants to go here, in that case that MLA will lose the seat. So he or she will no more be an MLA. But if two-third will go, two-third of 30 MLA would be two-third into 30 will be 20. So if 20 MLAs goes from here to here, from one party to another party, these 20 MLAs will not lose the seat and they will actually merge with Y party, becoming a party of 90 MLAs, and they are left with 10 MLAs and all. Is it clear? So if someone has having let's say 30 MLAs and two-third, that is 20, goes to other political party, these 20 MLAs will not be losing the seat. So that is how this is an exception in under 10th schedule. Okay, is it clear? That is what is being discussed. There were other exceptions also, but those have been removed, so I am not discussing it in detail. Just have an idea about that. Okay. आप समझ गए ना? This is very simple. So that is what the merger of political party we call it as. Is it clear, guys? समझ में आया है? If yes, please write something in the live chat. No one is responding. So please write yes, sir, I have understood, not understood, जो भी है ना. Now the sample applies to the merger only. A merger of the original political party provides basis for claiming etc. and all. So that is what actually the exception is. So that is what he's talking about. तो अब देखो स्पीकर अगर कोई चीज डिसाइड करता है, दिस कैन बी चैलेंज्ड इन कोर्ट, challenged in court, and I have told you which judgment of Supreme Court said, Kyoto-Holohan case. Please remember, Kyoto-Holohan case said that defection can be actually if the decision taken by speaker regarding defection, it can be challenged in High Court or Supreme Court. Okay, that is what you should be knowing it, है ना? So that is what is talking about and all, है ना? Eknath Shinde faction gets Shiv Sena name, symbol and all. Yes, that is what I have told you. Even before the Supreme Court has decided the defection case, the Election Commission of India has given this symbol to Eknath Shinde faction. Okay, so just have an idea about that. Okay, now this I have already told you, है ना? Now, second side में there was an article talking about roll and remit. Questions arise over court appointed panel's remit in Adani case. Now, I hope you are aware the Supreme Court has appointed a committee to look into allegations against Mr. Gautam Adani. So I hope you are aware the Hindenburg research came and stock prices went down and all. So that is why a committee has been set up. You are supposed to answer who will be the head of the committee to inquire into the allegations against Mr. Gautam Adani set by Supreme Court. Your options are Justice A.P. Shah, Justice A.K. Sikri, Justice A.M. Sapre, Justice B.N. Sri Krishna. Your time starts now. What is the right answer to this question? सबको like button press कर दीजिए everyone. Yes, so the right answer to this question is Justice A.M. Sapre. So 3 or C is the right answer to this question. This is very, very, very important. Star market. This was in the news. आप देख सकते हो Supreme Court forms an expert committee to probe Adani allegations. And a 2 March की news है. And led by Justice Abhay Manohar Sapre is a former judge of Supreme Court. Actually, he will be the head of the committee. And there are other people also like former State Bank SBI chairman Mr. O.P. Bhatt, retired judge J.P. Devadhar, Infosys co-founder Nandan Nilekani, then K.V. Kamath, he is also a very famous banker. So these are actually the people who will be involved in this committee, but the chairman would be Justice A.M. Sapre. So you must be knowing it. 3 is the right answer to this question. Okay, so that is what is being talked about here. The court has done well to make it clear that the committee's constitution will not divest SEBI of its powers and responsibility in continuing its probe and all. So that is why this is being discussed. इसको बस एक basic idea होना चाहिए कि who is the head of the committee and all. Just have an idea. Let's wait. When the result of the committee will come or when the committee will be coming up with some recommendations, then at that time we'll be discussing on that. Now let's talk about, there's an article on India-German relationship. So I hope you are aware recently Olaf Scholz. Who is Olaf Scholz? The Chancellor of Germany. So the Chancellor of Germany, Mr. Olaf Scholz, was actually in India. So 2-day visit to India, that is what is being discussed. And this is coincidence with the first anniversary of Russia-Ukraine war. Yes, and somewhere around 24th February, we will be having, actually we had 1 year of anniversary of the Russia-Ukraine war. So that is what is being talked about here. Now, see, even Germany do not want actually to completely boycott Russia, and the reason is very simple. Dekho, India is also having a not bad, or you can say good relation with Russia. Again, the Germany also is having something called as Nord Stream. Are you aware of this? Nord Stream? Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2 is actually in a process. So these are actually gas pipelines from Russia to Germany. So Germany also do not want to completely boycott Russia. It is also in a mood to settle down so that they can get, the Germany can get the gas, etc. and all very easily. Okay. So indeed, the Russian invasion has been a watershed moment in Germany's security policy, resulting in the amendment of decades of post-war pacifism towards strategic matters, etc. and all. That is what is being discussed. So isi ko just have an idea as ties with Russia and China enter uncharted waters and all. So तो just have an idea, इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा detail नहीं जाने का. His visit assumes greater importance as India is going to be the G20 president this year, especially Russia-Ukraine conflict. So maybe India and Germany might be on the same page in many issues. बहुत सारी चीज में हो सकता है एक ही opinion हो. So that is why Germany's role is very, very important here. As New Delhi attempts to diversify from its military dependence on Russia and Berlin reassess its long-standing arms export policy. Yes. So we are actually attempting to diversify military dependence. Diversify means we should not be importing from one place. So we should not be only importing military equipments from Russia, but from different countries. That is called as diversification of source. So one way can be, we can actually approach Germany also. So that is what is being talked about, Germany's arms export policy. Germany could become an important defense partner for India. Yes, Germany is famous for making top class machines and all. So it can provide us with the defense equipments and all. One more thing you should be knowing is, this is very important, is that in 2024 we'll be having the first ever France, India, Germany military exercise drill. Okay, that is very, very important. So we will be having France, India, Germany military drill. Okay. So in 2024, and that is why it becomes very, very important. So just have an idea about it. Keep an eye on this. Okay, the next is there's a request, guys. Everyone, please press the like button. सबको like button press करते जाओ. Share this video and subscribe to our channel as well. ठीक है? सबको like button press करते जाओ. Germany is India's largest economic partner in European Union as well. ठीक है? Of course, I hope you are aware. European Union is a grouping of 27 member European nations. I hope you are aware of that. ठीक है? So it is India's largest economic partner in European Union, and that is why India's role is Germany's role is very, very important in India's economic interaction and all, है ना? So India EU free trade agreement की बात हुई, trade figure high on the agenda boosted by relaunch of India EU free trade agreement. Yes, FTA, when free trade agreement happens, the import tariff is actually reduced, or you can say almost removed. ठीक है? So this will help facilitation of goods and from one place to another place, from India to Germany and Germany to India, without having import tariffs. So it increases trade. Okay. Okay. So just have an idea about this. Okay. Now there was an article on second half left side talking about NPP's expanded mandate should allow it to lead a stable coalition. I have told you that National People's Party is the 8th national party of India. And it is actually from Meghalaya. Okay, and this is actually headed by Mr. Conrad Sangma, and he will be the chief minister again. And now he might be even taking having an alliance with the BJP. Okay, so just have an idea about this also. Okay, so that is what he's saying, the term fractured mandate, because there are 60 seats and at least you need 31 to make your chief minister. And NPP is actually currently having 26 seats. So the NPP needs at least 5 seats from other political parties to make its own chief minister, right? So that is what they have defined it as. Fractured mandate means complete mandate no one has got. No one has got complete majority. Complete majority, or what we call it as absolute majority. No one has got absolute majority. And that is why this fractured mandate word is being used. B. Suroy, no problem. You can watch the recorded video. Yes, today there were some internet issues, and because of which I have to delay the class at 1 p.m. Okay. Now, opinion page, how to become a green hydrogen power. Please watch the entire video after the class is over. No issue. Now, why green hydrogen is so important? The first and the foremost thing is all the actually non-renewable sources like fossil fuels are going to be extinct very soon. Fossil fuels like petroleum, diesel, natural gas. These can be actually, these are limited. Okay. In future, it might get extinct, or there will not be availability of petrol or diesel, etc. Second thing is green hydrogen causes less pollution. That is the main idea about it. But there is one issue also related with that. It is still in a developing stage and the cost is very high. This is the issue, है ना? अभी बहुत महंगा है और अभी development की issue में, ठीक है? I mean, it is in the process of development. So the author is saying that union budget has allocated 19,700 crore for national green hydrogen mission. Okay. So union budget has allocated for 19,700 crore for national green hydrogen mission. This will set in motion a program that can position India as a green hydrogen superpower. Why is this important and what will it take it? India has committed to 50% electricity capacity from non-fossil fuel sources by 2030. Yes, I have told you there is something called as Panchamrit announced by PM Modi in COP26 in 2020, and it said one of the Panchamrit was there are 5 vows or 5 pledges. One of the pledge was we will try to achieve 50% of our electricity capacity should be from non-fossil fuel, and like petroleum, diesel should not be used. It should be like solar energy, wind energy, hydrogen energy, etc. and all by 2030. That is what the target is. Okay. Yes. This was announced in COP26 2021. Yes. So that is why green hydrogen holds the promise of fueling industry growth while simultaneously reducing industrial emission. Yes. Yes. Industrial emission means pollution would be reduced. That is what is being discussed. Splitting water into hydrogen and oxygen is energy intensive. Yes. And when this energy comes from the renewable source, we get green hydrogen and all. Yes. So they are saying that green hydrogen is actually comes from the renewable source and all. It can serve in energy source like heavy industry, long distance, etc., aviation, power storage. So these energy, the hydrogen energy can be used in aeroplane industry, in big machines, big industries and all, power storage and all. Now, India is targeting at least 5 million tons of production by 2030, which is larger than that of any single economy. This would create demand of 100 to 125 gigawatt of renewable energy, 60 to 100 gigawatt of electrolyzers, etc. and all. So you are not supposed to remember these numbers, but just have an idea that yes, we are having a target of 5 million tons of production by 2030. Let's just have an idea about that. Okay. Now, there's a mission, strategic intervention for green hydrogen transition. So, site fund has been made. This can be asked, is site fund is related with what? So, you can say it is related with green hydrogen mission, right? So, 13,000 crore has been allocated and that is called as site fund. So, just have an idea about that. So, that is what is being discussed here. Blending mandates for refinery can be another demand, etc. and all. Blend करना मतलब होता है mix करना, to mix, है ना? So green hydrogen can be mixed even in refineries, urea plants, etc. So that is what is being discussed. Cost of green steel made from green hydrogen are currently much higher. Yes. So if with the help of green hydrogen, we are making green steel, but the cost is very high. Okay. So I have told you the problem with these renewable energy is that they cause less pollution, fine, but they are in developmental stage. And that is why cost is generally high. That is what the issue is, है ना? So that is what. Green hydrogen is difficult and expensive to transport. Yes. So the main issue is expensive or cost is the main factor about it. Okay. Now let's talk about the second half. I mean, नीचे में है multilateral reforms as a priority in G20. Yes. So multilateral. So sometimes student ask, sir, what is the meaning of bilateral relations? So bilateral means between two nations. है ना? And if I say multilateral, what do you mean by multilateral? It means among multiple nations, means more than two, three nations. Hai na? So whenever multilateral reforms, multilateral word is used in case of, let's say, G20, United Nations, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, BRICS. These are considered as multilateral platform. And we need some reform also in these, especially we can call it as UN Security Council requires reform. We need to have more countries in it who have the power of veto and all. So that is what it can be said, hai na? As a priority in the G20. So in G20 summit, this multilateral reform can be raised, that we need reform in World Bank, IMF, we need reform in United Nations and all. We need to improve that. That is what is being discussed, hai na? And yes, India has said last year, December, we have taken the presidency of G20 and this will continue till this year, November, hai na? India stated its agenda to be inclusive, ambitious, and action-oriented and decisive. Inclusive means sabka saath. And sabka saath, sabka vikas means taking care of each and every vulnerable section as well. Ambitious, yes. Action-oriented, that we have to give the result. And decisive, we should take the strong decision and all. So that is what is being discussed here. You can go and read it, but I have given you a basic idea about the reforms regarding G20 and all. So we hope that might be the UN Security Council reforms might be discussed in the G20 summit this year. So let's see, wait for that. Now on page number 10, there was an article, keep constant vigil along borders, entire coastline, says Mr. Rajnath Singh. Rajnath Singh is actually the Defense Minister of India, right? Okay. Now he traveled on INS Vikrant. Why is INS Vikrant so famous? This is very, very, very important. Because this is, देखो यहाँ लिखा हुआ है, it is actually first indigenous aircraft carrier of India. Okay, that is why INS Vikrant is very, very important. Now, what do you mean by indigenous aircraft carrier? Means made in India. So indigenous means make in India or made in India. Aircraft carrier means ship which can carry aircraft, है ना? And who has made it? Can anyone write in the comment? INS Vikrant has been manufactured by which company? It has been manufactured by Cochin Shipyard Limited. Cochin Shipyard Limited. So just have an idea about that. Okay. Okay, so that is what is being talked about. Constantly evolving world order has forced everyone to re-strategize, says Defense Minister and all. है ना? So he was in this. है ना? देखो आप देख सकते हैं plane भी land करी, so the plane is landing on that. हाँ. Yes, Bisuroy, good. हाँ, अभी जो recently last year INS विक्रांत बना है, latest one, last year in September 2020, this was inaugurated 22. ठीक है, वो पुराना वाला था, ये नया वाला बना है. हाँ, yes, Bisuroy, very good. हाँ, correct. हाँ, so that is what is being discussed here. Now this is quite interesting. Rushokulia sands team with olive ridley turtles. देखो, this turtle is considered as very famous, and they do mass nesting in Rushokulia region or Ganjam. So actually in Odisha, on the eastern coast of Odisha, you will find Ganjam place or Ganjam district, where actually Rushokulia beach is there. So here the olive ridley turtles come and actually do mass nesting, and it is in Ganjam district of Odisha. So this is very, very famous actually. So just have an idea about that. ठीक है. हाँ, so they lay eggs. देखो लिखा ना, from 23rd February to 2nd March, they lay eggs, and this is the entire world. Actually, in entire world, this region is very famous. ठीक है, not only in India but in the entire world. Olive ridley turtles. Turtles समझते हो, है ना? So these are turtles, है ना? Okay, Congress slams BJP etc. and all. I have already discussed this. Ki NPP has done alliance with BJP to form the government in Meghalaya, है ना? And NPP is National People's Party, which is the first national party from Northeast. I have discussed it. So if you are joining me late, please watch the entire class. Today's class is very, very important. ठीक है, आज की class बहुत important है. Now, uncertainty over release of Manrega funds for Bengal as tussle with center goes on. So please go and read about Manrega. So this is actually guarantees right to work. I have discussed it many times. Right to work for 100 days in rural areas, है ना? So let me write somewhere, है ना? Manrega, MG Narega gives right to work for 100 days in rural areas, and we are talking about manual workers, है ना? I mean, we are not talking about skilled employment, unskilled employment. We are talking about that. Okay, so just have an idea about that. Court sends Sisodia to judicial custody. Now, there is a concept called as police custody. So initially he was in CBI custody or police custody. Okay, which means police custody means it will be in police thana or lockup. But judicial custody means he has been sent to jail. So he will remain in jail till March 20, and after that the judiciary will decide whether he should remain in jail or he should come out. Okay, so please be aware of it. There are two different concepts. One is called as police custody. So if a person is arrested and it is in the thana itself or lockup, we use this word. So that's police custody. And if it is judicial custody, it is actually in jail. And these are two different things. Hai na? So in police custody, actually the police can do investigation. In police custody, police can do investigation. But in judicial custody, they are in jail. The person is in jail. So it needs the permission of judge, judicial magistrate to ask actually question inside the jail. Okay, or to inquire. So just have an idea about that. Okay, now the next one is, this was an article. Center gives nod for a state to authenticate Aadhaar for prisoners. Yes, Dheeraj Mehto. So basically the jail people or people who are in jail, the Union Home Ministry on Monday notified that prison authorities across states are allowed to conduct authentication of prison inmates through Aadhaar for extending benefits such as meeting with relatives and legal aid. So and this is for voluntary purpose. So for example, if the Aadhaar is linked with actually the person, so authentication is done, then it would be easy to recognize the person. And in the jail, if the relatives want to come, if the lawyer want to meet the person, the prisoner, or the relative, close relative want to meet the prisoner, I mean, it can be done actually very effectively if the Aadhaar authentication is done. Second thing is, it is saying prison is a state subject. Yes, you should be knowing prison, police, jail, these are actually state subject. So just have an idea about that. Okay, okay, yes. So that is what is being talked about. So ये law है ना? Aadhaar Targeted Delivery of Financial and Other Subsidies Benefits Act. So this was famously called as Aadhaar Law or Aadhaar Act. Okay. So it was challenged in Supreme Court and Supreme Court upheld it. I think 4:1. है ना? So just have an idea about that. Railway ties up with ISRO for train tracking. Yes. देखो, this question was asked in exam. Are you aware of that? What is the range of NAVIC? This is a question of CLAT 2022. Yes. So NAVIC is what? So NAVIC is navigation of Indian constellation. This is also called as IRNSS or NAVIC. This is very similar to GPS. Actually GPS is of USA, but this is IRNS developed by India. Okay. So this will be a navigation, helpful in navigation. Like GPS is helpful when you want to go somewhere, you on the GPS, and with the help of that you go somewhere, है ना? So similar to that, we have a concept of IRNSS, Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System, or NAVIC. Okay. Okay, just have an idea about it. So NAVIC would be helpful in actually helpful in navigating actually for trains and all. And there is another called as BYJU'S also. Okay. It has been developed by ISRO. Okay. So this is also Indian Earth Observation Visualization. So these two will be actually helpful in this. Okay. So just have an idea. देखो यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ भी है. We have taken bandwidth from ISRO and integrated our force system with NAVIC and BYJU'S. Every time locomotive is fitted. Locomotive means engine is fitted with a bogie or a train with a device and a SIM which communicates the train's real position to the satellite and feedback is received. So where exactly the train is, real time position, it will be told by actually that navigation ki train exactly kahan par hai, kyun phas gayi hai, kyun and all. So these all communication will be sent to the main department and all, right? So that would be very helpful. So NAVIC and BYJU'S, you should be knowing it. Yahi question पूछा गया था. This question was asked in CLAT ki what is the range? Actually, it is extending up to 1500 kilometers. So this was asked in CLAT, na 2022. So you must be knowing it. That is why I'm highlighting. Please go and read NAVIC and IRNSS. These are important ones, and it is having total 7 satellites. Na? Okay, so just have an idea. So this is all about today's class. Please subscribe to our channel, guys. We'll be having session at 11 a.m. Today, since there was some internet disruption, that is why I took the class at 1 p.m. So I'm very sorry for that. Otherwise, the class will happen at 1 a.m. So please subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, and download the BYJU'S exam prep app. Now, there's a question for you after the class is over. Please write it in the comment section. WPL, that is Women's Premier League, is happening, right? Now, please answer it in the comment section. Which player actually got the highest bid in this in an auctioning process? Which female player actually got the highest bid actually, and what was the amount? Can you tell me? Anyone? नीचे कमेंट सेक्शन में लिख देना अगर क्लास ओवर होने के बाद कि सबसे ज्यादा कॉस्टली क्रिकेटर में कौन सा, मतलब which cricketer was actually auctioned for the highest bid and all, है ना? So what is the right answer? So this is the homework. Go and find out. So thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.